So many adult children of emotionally immature parents are afraid to have children because they are worried that somehow they're going to end up treating their children the way that they were treated as kids. And they really don't want to give anybody else that painful experience. They often feel like, well, maybe it would just be better if I just, didn't have my own children. Maybe, we can sort of put a stop to this intergenerational transfer of all these, painful emotional issues. It's not unfortunate if the person really doesn't want to have children, because I think that people, should really be honest with themselves about that before they make that decision. But if a person would like to be a parent, would like to have a child, but is afraid that maybe they would carry forward problem behaviors like they learned from their emotionally immature parents, then that is really something to stop and think about, even to seek therapy about, so that you really find out what you're afraid of and what you're holding yourself back from. I always tell people, if you are worried that you're going to be an emotionally immature parent, you probably are not going to be. Why? Because you're showing self-reflection. You are having empathy for your child-to-be before they're even here. And you're saying, I would love that child so much that I wouldn't want to do to them what was done to me. I wouldn't want them to grow up feeling emotionally lonely, or that something is wrong with them for having certain feelings or for having certain needs. I wouldn't want to do that to a child. Well, if you're aware of that, you're probably not going to do that to your child. And even if you did, you would be able to reflect on that, and then you could do something about it. You could go back to the child, you could apologize to the child, you could explain to the child what you were feeling or why you did that. Tell them how sorry you are, tell them you know how it made them feel, be empathic to them, and repair it, repair the moment. But, so many people don't understand that parent-child relationships can be repaired, just like relationships in adulthood. Well, you do that with children too. You don't have to be perfect as a parent. What you have to do is to notice where you got off track and come back and try to repair it with your child. Just return to the situation. Tell them you've been thinking about it. Tell them you realized that you lost your temper and that probably really scared them, or probably made them feel super bad about what they did, and you think that you overreacted. So you repair it with them just like you would with an adult friend that you got angry with and said something you regretted. It's the same principle, people are people. and the same things work with little people as do with older people. So when people say that they are afraid to have children, or they don't want to have children because they're concerned about how they'll treat them, I just make sure that they understand that the fact that their parent never apologized to them or never showed empathy to them doesn't mean that they won't, because they can decide and intend to be sensitive to their children's feelings and to take whatever good things they may have observed in their parents' parenting and not take the things that they felt were harmful or destructive. Yes, it's appropriate, I think, to be worried about being a good parent. I think it, keeps us on the right track. But we don't have to feel fated or destined to be the same kind of parent that our parent was, because we're not the same people, are we? I mean, we are different. If you are an internalizing kind of person, you have wanted to learn how to become a more self-reflective and emotionally aware person just in your own life. So you would do the same thing in your parenting. I bet you'd go buy a million books, talk to your friends, watch videos. You would want to learn how to do it well. And thank goodness we have so much material that's available now for that you are in a perfect position to have children if you want to, because you can figure out how to make it very different from what you experienced. And you can figure out how to have the kind of joy and emotional intimacy that, it makes up the best part of being a parent.